Hi everyone, so today we're going to be talking about an important reading strategy called visualization. My name's Braden. Visualizing is when we create mental pictures or images in our minds as we read. It's like turning the words on the page into a movie or a picture in our head. So you may ask why visualizing is so important. When we visualize, we make the story more real and memorable in our heads. The more detailed our images are, the better we understand the text. It's almost like experiencing the story ourselves. Visualizing helps us remember what we read. It turns a simple story into a rich, full experience. When we form clear pictures in our minds, it helps us stay focused and engaged, and it helps us understand and remember key details. That's just for some of the benefits of visualizing. Now, visualizing isn't always easy for everyone. There are some issues. Some people might find it hard to imagine pictures in their heads, especially if the text is abstract or very detailed. But that's okay. You can always practice and start small with simpler text. Now, I'm going to demonstrate what visualizing actually is when you're reading a book. I've chosen a short descriptive passage from the book The Lion and the Mouse by Jerry Pinkney. It's a great example because the book has lots of vivid images and details. Let's read a part of the story and visualize what we see in our minds. All right, so let's start reading. In the quiet of the forest, the sun beamed down through the trees, casting dappled shadows on the ground. The air smelled fresh like pine and earth. Okay, now let's stop for a second. Close your eyes and think about what you just heard. What do you see? Do you imagine tall trees with sunlight shining through them? Do you see shadows on the ground? Can you smell the fresh air like pine trees? Let's take a moment to picture it in our minds. Now I'm going to share with you what I am picturing. So I'm imagining big tall trees with the sun peeking through the leaves. The light looks like little patches on the ground, and I can almost feel the cool air around me. I can also hear the gentle rustling of leaves and maybe a bird calling in the distance. What about you? As I continue reading, let's keep visualizing. A small mouse no bigger than the palm of your hand along the ground. Its fur sleek and brown and its tiny paws tapping softly on the earth. Now let's take a pause to think. I picture a small, quick mouse running across the forest floor. It's brown with little paws, and I can almost feel the soft tapping sound as it moves. Can you see the mouse in your mind? Just for some additional points about visualizing, it helps us understand the story because it connects the words we read to our 5 senses that we have. What we might see, hear, feel, smell, or even taste in the story. This connection makes the text come alive and helps us feel like we're a part of the story. Another cool thing about visualizing is that everyone's mental picture is a little different. When we visualize, we bring our own experiences, emotions, and ideas into the story. For example, if I say a big fluffy dog, you might imagine a golden retriever while someone else pictures a husky. That's what makes reading so personal and creative. You can also visualize beyond just pictures. Visualizing isn't just about seeing pictures in your mind. You can also imagine sounds, rustling of leaves, or feelings like the warmth of the sun on your skin. If the story describes food, you might even imagine the taste or smell. Using all your senses when you visualize makes the story feel even more real. Another thing to note as a future educator and teacher, sometimes students feel nervous about visualizing because they think their mental picture needs to be perfect. But remember, there's no right or wrong way to visualize. It's all about what the story makes you imagine. Your picture might be different from mine, and that's okay. It's your unique experience. Lastly, one quick tip you can use if you're having problems visualizing. If you ever get stuck and can't visualize, try rereading the text more slowly. You can also draw what you think the scene looks like or talk about it with a friend. Sometimes sharing ideas can help you imagine even more details. As we conclude, now it's your turn to try this while reading a book. You can try this strategy the next time you read. Whether you're reading a picture book, a chapter book, or even an informational text at the university, take a moment to stop and visualize the words. What do you see? What sounds or smells come to mind? The more you practice, the easier it gets. Thanks for participating in visualizing with me today. I hope you have fun creating mental images as you read. Remember, the more detailed your picture, the more you'll understand and enjoy the story. Thank you.